Hey everyone, welcome back to CyberSecurityTV. Today we're gonna discuss a non-technical topic, which is how to get started in cybersecurity. I have been receiving a lot of comments on one of my previous video on the cybersecurity certifications, and there are quite a few people who are in non-IT or maybe in IT but not in security, and they want to transition to the cybersecurity. So today we're gonna discuss why you should why you should move, why it's so attractive, why the cybersecurity field is so attractive, and also what things you have to take care of when you are transitioning. So let's first get started with the why you want to move. First of all, I think by far a cybersecurity person gets the higher salary than irrespective of what other IT job that you have. So, for example, if you are working as an developer or programmer or the analyst or something, but as soon as you jump onto the cybersecurity, it's the salary is significantly higher than the other job fields. Now also, as per the survey, the budget or the spending in the cybersecurity is going to reach beyond $1 trillion by 2021, and that's a significant move, because there are so many unfilled cybersecurity jobs right now. Essentially, if you are looking for a job and if you have a little bit of experience, or even not no experience, then companies are ready to train you, if you are willing to spend some time and then get you on board, and have you work in some sort of cybersecurity, maybe consulting, technical, or whatever job that they want, or you are interested in. Essentially, right now there is high demand for the jobs and there are very low supply. So that means, of course, the salary is going to go high. There are unfilled cybersecurity jobs. There are just plenty of them there out there. If you're experienced, you can easily get one of those. And essentially, there's like 0% unemployment, which is remarkable in cybersecurity. And believe me, this is going to go higher as we move forward, and more companies are now approaching and having their own cybersecurity team, or contacting consulting, or maybe they also are planning for the budgets for the cybersecurity funds. So it's getting more and more popularity as we move forward. Now in the cybersecurity, you can get any sort of roles. So for example, let's say if you are a salesperson, or if you do not want to be in technical, you can still get the technical sales role. And to be honest, technical sales, like in cybersecurity, where you demonstrate the solution, the product, you answer the questions to the client, you will get paid more than on the regular sales or IT salesperson. So you have, technical, sales, and management, different roles available if you want to transition to the cybersecurity. And last but not the least, and this is one of my favorite, the work flexibility. So you can work from anywhere in the world, because everyone, like no matter which country or which town you're working on, everyone needs cybersecurity. So that's amazing flexibility. You can pretty much, you can move around the states, country, and you can get a good work flexibility. On top of that, you can also get work from home, because this is most of it is sort of like a remote position. So you can work from home, you can work in the flexible hours. That's not going to be an issue at all. So that's amazing benefit of working in cybersecurity. And apart from just working from home, you can also negotiate the non-standard hours, if that doesn't work out for you. Like if you can work like 9 to 5, you can also talk to your hiring manager, and you can also agree to the non-standard hours based on, all the other reasons that we talked about, like the requirement in the cybersecurity. You can easily do that negotiation as well. Now, the next thing we're gonna discuss is the skills to get hired. Now, of course, the core skill is, if you have any cybersecurity experience, that would be awesome. But other than cybersecurity, let's say if you are non-security or IT experience, which is still okay, rather than having no experience, right? Like I started my career in cybersecurity based off, right after my college, where I did not have any cybersecurity background. I just started with one company and got myself few certifications, understood myself, and then also getting the practical experiences more than it's very crucial than getting any certifications or college degree. So try to get a job internship or anything that you can in the cybersecurity. As long as you have any experience should be okay, because the hiring manager will also be thinking for the other stuff, like okay, the critical thinking, right? So also the persistence, communication, and the other desirable traits. Because when you're working in this highly reputed company or highly reputed position, you have to have this sort of skills as well, other than just the technical skills. And that's why if you have the skills, and also when you go through the job description, you will see all these things mentioned as well. So as long as you have some experience and all the skills, you should not have difficulty finding the job in cybersecurity. Now the next thing we're gonna see is the networking and why it's important. When I say networking, it's the references. So for example, if you have friends uh, which are working in, let's say, an IT company, and they are looking for us some position, open position in the on the security, information security, then try to build networks so you can easily get referred, and it's easier for your resume to go on priority than submitted by the others. You can do so by several things, like you can contact the people on the LinkedIn. You can gather the recommendations. So one way to gather the recommendation is by giving the recommendations. So if your friend is working, if you know, or if you have worked with your colleague, and he is connected on the LinkedIn, you just give the recommendation, and in return just ask him, if you can give the recommendation as well. That's how you will build your, I would say, the business social profile on LinkedIn. And a lot of the hiring nowadays does happen via LinkedIn. So if your LinkedIn profile is in great shape, I think you will have a much better chance to land a job in the information security or your dream job. Also, ask your colleague or friends if you can use their name for the references, because most of the time what happens is, if you are inexperienced or if you're just getting started, I think the hiring manager will contact, would like to speak to someone with you have worked before, to just make sure, your references and also your skills and everything. So keep, at least 2 3 names handy whenever you have to give them, and also give the heads up to your friends and colleagues. They'll be really required. Now that's about it. This is just I would say very basics of how you can get started in the cybersecurity and why you should get started. Of course, in future we will have some in detail discussion about the various certifications and skills, in terms of the in-depth technical skills. Of course, we have been talking about the pen testing and all other skills. Just go through my videos, and if you are keep following, and if you are practicing those lectures by yourself, I think you will be in the right shape on getting into the pen testing side of it. And also, I have, if there is a demand, I'll also talk about the compliance things. I have a good experience in the GRC, governance risk and compliance, so I can talk about that as well. But we'll see how. I'll try to focus on technical things right now, because there seems to be a lot of people interested in that. But please drop a comments, anything that you are willing to learn, so I'll put on my agenda item and try to get back as soon as I can. That's all I want to discuss today. Hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.